All right, so what's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is Justin Oelgeschlager, Director of Movement at MYND MVMT. We're back with another live workout. So far, we've been going, I don't know, since the lockdown started. So for me personally, for us in this class, this is the second phase of our core foundations. Day one today, Thursday, is core foundations 1. Again, everything is body weight exercises, a lot of fundamental foundational work, things that are progressing from the floor up, all right, taking some of those fundamental movement patterns that we all have available to us and building on top of those, using those as the foundation and the baseline for all the movement that comes after that. So again, anybody can join these classes. Everybody that's been following along so far, thanks for coming back. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully you're getting something out of this. Any newcomers, whether it be on via our website or Facebook or Instagram, whoever it may be, again, hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you keep coming back. If any of this seems a little bit unfamiliar to you, go ahead and check out some of our past workouts online. You can go to our website at mindmovement.com and find all of the workouts that we've been offering throughout the weeks. Again, we're about 8 or 9 weeks here. Again, for us in phase 2, this is the 3rd week. So you're going to see a little bit quicker tempo. We're going to add some more volume. We're going to work on endurance, those sorts of things. Give you a little bit of variation in some of the movements so that you can continue to progress and continue to add different things into your week or into your routine, into your programming, whatever it may be. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to stand it up. So today we'll be moving through our warm-up a little bit quicker, moving through some of the exercise a little bit quicker, a little less cueing, a little bit more movement, right? We spent a lot of time, hopefully, if you've been following along in the first few weeks, working on awareness, okay, working on our breath, working on controlling those things, being able to use our breath as a tool. Now we're just going to expand upon that, right? We're going to continue to develop some of these skills and integrate them into our movement and into what we're doing. With that being said, real quickly, right, I know we're still stuck inside for the most part. We're seeing a lot of news about reopening and what that might mean. And I know a lot of us are looking for certainty right now in an unstable environment, all right? So it seems. But just know that if you're looking for some kind of truth, the best place to go is right here, right? The only truth that you can really ever find is inside. And that's why we do this. This is why we offer these classes. This is why we're providing these talks, to give people information, give you education, teaching you how to look inside and find your own truth, whatever that may be. We're not talking about good or bad, all right? Those things are almost, it's not important when we're observing ourselves from an objective standpoint, okay? Each person has a subjective perspective for sure, but when we're observing ourselves, try to do so from an objective standpoint and look at all angles, right? Sometimes it's very challenging, very, very hard to go inside and look at your truth. But that's okay, right? This is why we do it together. This is why we put systems in place and build consistency around those systems so that we create a little clarity, we create a little bit of space, and maybe we can find that truth that we're looking for. So just keep that in mind, right? I always like to start our sessions with a little bit of thought-provoking insights, all right? Hopefully it makes you think, and hopefully also it brings your perspective into the present moment, all right? And then we can start moving. So what I want you to do is just go ahead and get set up. You're going to stand with your feet underneath your hips, all right? Go ahead and get grounded. Take my toe spacers off. Get grounded, all right? If you want to, go ahead and pick up your toes. Try to create that tripod that we talk about with the ball of the foot and the heel. Place the toes back down as you splay them. Palms are open. We'll just do a quick body scan. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just notice your breath. Bring your attention into your breathing. Together, we'll take a big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So think of inhaling that bright, new energy, exhaling any tension or stress. We'll go ahead and do one more together. Go ahead and settle back into a neutral breath pattern, whatever that may be for you. Closing off the mouth, keeping the eyes shut. Tune into the pace of your breath. Tune into where your breath is coming in and what parts of the body you're utilizing. You can create a 4-second inhale and a 4 to 6 second exhale, right? As we go, hopefully your conditioning has expanded a little bit. You've built the capacity a little bit more to inhale and create more space, all right? Open up, all right? Create more space here in my diaphragm, in my rib cage, in my abdomen. And then I have the ability also to tighten up and release all of that air. So think about that range. Where is your range and what do you have available? As you're doing so, bring it back to a neutral breathing. Okay, open your eyes. We're gonna go ahead and get some neck circles in. All right, so we're just gonna start by mobilizing the cervical spine. So what I want you to do with your hands is you're gonna take your palms and now flip them downward. Our hands are together, fingers are touching. I'm shooting laser beams out of my fingertips. So I wanna envision that I'm really long through the arms. I'm pulling energy from the top of the neck, bottom of the neck, through the upper back, into the shoulder, all the way down into the fingertips, right? Creating that space from the bottom. I'm gonna take my chin and I'm gonna tuck it to my chest, okay? On the inhales, we're gonna start to rotate, leading with the eyes, using your eyes as the guide. Your eyes are the GPS, telling the body where to go. Now, as you come back around, you're gonna lift the chin up to the sky. Eyes are looking at the back of the room, circling all the way around. Everything in the rest of the body is remaining stable. So you're grounding yourself through your feet, squeezing your inner thighs, squeezing your glutes. My ribs stayed down, so I don't want to see any flaring here. Everything below the cervical spine or the neck is stable. And I'm just exploring this range of motion cautiously, right? We don't want to do anything violent with the neck. You see a lot of times people snap in their neck. You got to be super careful. All right, there's a lot of muscle and tendon and ligament, a lot of bones in the neck, and they're small. So be careful and gentle. Meet this movement with a little compassion. We're going to reverse it now. So you're going to start going left. Eyes are leading the way. Try to find a spot that maybe you didn't see before. So you're using your eyes to look for a new range of motion. All right, if you notice that the rest of your body is starting to rotate or pull out of position, maybe you have to slow it down or maybe scale back the range of motion. All right, we're segmenting one particular part of the body right now. Last one. And all the way back around on my exhale. Continue to try to marry your breath with your movement as best as possible, all right? So arm circles, we're gonna take the arms, we're bringing them out to a T. Same thing now, the energy is reaching away from the midline of my body. So I'm thinking about actively pulling those arms away from the shoulders, pulling the shoulders away from my rib cage, trying to create a little bit of distraction in that shoulder joint. All right, let's go ahead now and flip the palms so they're facing forward. We're gonna do small little circles. So about 6 circles, we're gonna start by just rotating forward, keeping all of the movement in the shoulder and the shoulder capsule. Not too much of your chest or your back is taking over. You shouldn't feel too much of your chest, so no shrugging. You're just really pulling energy through the arms and then trying to access that musculature that's stretching out in the shoulders, and you're using the shoulders to control the movement. Now we'll reverse it. Continue to find a nice neutral breathing. Stay focused on your breath. Stay focused on sensations you may be feeling. All right, continue to activate the lower half of your body. All right, so my feet are grounded, inner thighs still squeezing, glutes are on. And then when I'm talking about my trunk or my torso, my rib cage stays down. And release it. Shake it out. Again, if you do these well and you do them with controlled tempo, really think about time under tension, you should feel that burning sensation. Here we go, medium-sized circles now. I'm gonna start coming forward. I wanna open it up, so let's look for that medium-sized pizza. Okay, you may feel a little bit more your chest, a little bit more of the back starting to work. All right, slowly but surely. Okay, scraping edges of a new circle. Finding newer ranges of motion that you have access to. All right, continue to pull through those circles. Continue to pull energy away from the body. Everything is very, very conscious right now. All our movement is focused while we're also keeping stillness in the rest of the body. Now we're going to reverse it. Here we go. Continue to reach away from the midline, opening up the chest now a little bit as I come backwards, feeling the upper back, back of the shoulder, assisting in the movement, feeling some activation there. One more. Big exhale as you open up that space in the chest. Good, now shake it out, all right? We're gonna go into big circles now, okay? So arms starting forward, thumbs are up, all right? We're gonna start to pull our hands down, okay? As I'm shooting my laser beams now towards the floor, I wanna really try to create some separation at the shoulder and the top of the traps. As I pull it backwards, I'm lifting my pinkies towards the sky, squeezing my shoulder blades, right? When I reach that limit, when I reach my end range of motion, I want to go ahead and externally rotate at the shoulder. Palms come up, and I'm continuing to sweep up towards the ceiling, splitting my torso apart. Again, not letting my ribs flare. I'm trying to keep my ribs down. And then I'm rounding out the upper back, so my shoulder blades are protracting forward, and I'm reaching for the screen. Here we go again. Down, you could pick it up with a little bit of speed if you'd like, but don't go so fast that you lose connection to what it is that you're feeling, all right? So anytime we add speed, we allow room for compensation, all right? Not that compensation is necessarily a bad thing, it just is, all right? So we're working on efficiency, we're working on tuning into our body right now, we're working on bringing our awareness into the present moment. All right, nothing outside of this hour, nothing outside of me connecting to my body matters. This feels like I can find some truth right here. Here we go, reverse it. Thumbs are coming up now. As I go up to the ceiling, I'm still reaching those laser beams up as far away from me as possible. Now I'm gonna externally rotate, and as I come back, I'm gonna squeeze those shoulder blades, pinch the shoulders together. Internal rotation of the shoulder now, so the thumbs are facing backwards, pinkies are coming up and forward, and then as I come up, I'm going to get to the top and then externally rotate, opening up the chest like a big good morning stretch, big yawn. Last one, you can speed them up a little bit now, create a little more tempo, stay focused on your breath, and recover. Woo. Shake it out, all right? Get a sip of water if you need to. Okay, we're gonna come down to both knees, all right? So a tall kneel position, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of T-spine rotation now. All right, so from my tall kneel, again, hopefully you guys have been following along. My tall kneel, both knees underneath me. One knee, all right? Here we go. Tall kneel, all right? So what it does is it takes the feet, it takes the lower leg out of the equation, helps you really tune into your hips, connecting your hips to your trunk, all right? So knees are just about hip width apart. My glutes are on, so I'm squeezing my butt. My feet, toes are gonna be pointed away from me and touching, all right? So when you look at my body, nice posture, glutes are on, inner thighs, ribs are down. While we do these, we don't wanna let the ribs flare because also my butt will probably stick out and I'll lose connection to whatever I'm doing with my stability. So, facing forward, hands on the chest, elbows are about parallel to the ground, all right? So we're gonna start with an inhale. All we're gonna do is rotate and reach. So big inhale. Let's rotate to the left side. I'm trying to keep my hips stable. Belly button is still facing forward. I'm rotating my rib cage. Big inhale again. Exhale. Try to pull yourself deeper into rotation. Another inhale. Exhale, reach that left arm back. Continue to rotate through the rib cage. So I'm not just cranking on the shoulder and pulling back. I'm getting rotation first, then the reach. Bring it back to neutral. Rotate back to center. Here we go, other side. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself into that rotation. Use activation. Use active musculature. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale. Rotate again. Next inhale. Reach. Find a new range of motion. Bring it back to center and back to neutral. Here we go. One more time, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate. Bring your head and your eyes with you. Find your limiting range. Another inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big reach. Exhale. Reach that left arm behind you. Try to look for more space. Bring it back to neutral. Rotate back to the center. Here we go. Other side. Last time. You should be feeling your obliques really working. Feeling your upper back, whatever side is rotating to. So if I'm rotating to my right, my upper back is really working hard to pull me into that rotation. I'm feeling this rotation also, tension through the abdominals and into the obliques, but my hips are remaining stable. Last time with the reach. And back to neutral and recover. Ooh, shake it out. All right, we got 2 more things in our little warm-up, and then we'll get into our circuits. We typically do a full warm-up 1 time, 2 times through, and then we'll go into 2 circuits. Typically, the first circuit is about 2 rounds. Second circuit, we're gonna try to get that 3rd round in today. So again, adding more volume, working on endurance, okay? So, we're gonna go through a little bit of a mobilizing drill for our hips, all right? You're gonna get a lot of ankle work, you're gonna get a lot of knee work, so this might be uncomfortable for some people. Maybe you can put a towel down, or maybe just not go through the whole range of motion. Start in that tall kneeling position again. This time, toes are tucked under and separated, so I'm thinking about train traps. My ankles should be in line with my knees and my hips. What we're gonna do here, you can take your hands, you can interlock them, create a little bit of tension. You can go out to your sides, whatever helps you feel more stable. But what we're looking for here is it's a tall kneel, okay? We're going into a hinge, so I'm sitting my hips back to my butt, all right? As I come through, what I wanna do is lunge forward with one leg and then take a nice little stretch, all right? When you're doing these stretches, okay, a lot of times we see this. We dump our abs and our pelvis, ribs are flaring, and I'm cramming a lot of the tissues maybe that are in front of the hip flexors. Make sure you're keeping your hips, or your core rather, stable. And then as I stretch, now I elicit the proper stretch in the quads and the hip flexors, all right? So as you come forward, all right, you can start out centered here, alternate it. So on the inhale, I go back. Exhale, come forward. So a little bit of a dynamic stretch, okay? We're mobilizing here. All right, anytime we take flexibility and add movement, we have mobility. Now, what I want you to do, start exploring different angles. So this time I may step out to a 45, take the stretch there, bring it back. Other side, same thing. All right, explore for yourself, okay? Again, maybe some areas are a little bit tighter, all right? We don't have to be critical, we don't have to judge ourselves. We're just observing. All right, maybe I stay on one side, open it all the way up now to a 90 degree. All right, on your own now for another 20 seconds or so. Just explore your ranges, finding different angles to work through, still remaining stable in the core and the trunk. All right, that's what we talk about, core, not just our abbies, but our trunk, everything from my hips to my shoulders. All right, most important part of my movement, okay, where all of our movement has to pass through. If there's dysfunction in the body, whether it be postural or movement based, all right, a lot of times we can focus on the hips, we can focus on the core, and then work out from there. Last one here, taking the stretch, just feeling it out, and back to neutral. All right, so we're just gonna drop it down into cat-cow, so doing some spinal waves, all right, and then we'll get started with our first circuit. I'll turn sideways for you guys, all right? So I really want you to think about how you're moving, all right, when you're doing your cat-cow, okay? Sometimes what you'll see is a lot of quick movement, all right, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But what I want you to think about is articulating each part of your vertebra. Okay, so a lot of them, there's what, 24 of them, so you're thinking about making sure that you're touching each one of those, all right? When we go into our cat-cow, my knees are under my hips, my wrists are underneath my shoulders, okay? I want you to start by rounding out your back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Exhale, go ahead and tuck your pelvis. Send your tailbone to the ground, all right? Belly button is up to the sky. I'm rounding out my back, splitting my shoulder blades. Tucking the chin so the head is heavy. Now, from here, as I inhale, I want to start with the tailbone. One vertebra at a time, I start to send my tailbone up to the ceiling. Slowly but surely, arching out the lower back. Trying to keep that height in my upper back. And then as I get closer to mid and upper back, that's when that spinal wave starts to take over. Head is the last thing to come up. I'm pulling my rib cage through my arms, my sternum up to the ceiling as I look up. From here, we're going to take a big inhale. Exhale, start with the tailbone. So I'm going to tuck the tailbone under again. Tucking my pelvis, reaching my belly button up for the ceiling. I want to try to keep that arch in the upper back as long as I can. And then finally driving through the palms, splitting the shoulder blades and tucking the chin. Let's go ahead and get one or two more of those. So on our inhale, we're starting at the tailbone, moving at your own pace, but make sure it's concerted effort. You're consciously exploring what you have available, keeping your attention focused on your movement and focused on your breath. On the exhale, you switch it. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, belly button goes up to the ceiling, crunching the rib cage, finally splitting the shoulder blades and tucking the chin. And then last one, here we go. You can speed them up a little bit, or you can go even slower. If you feel like you're really tuning into the movement, maybe try to go even slower. Build more integrity into your movement, into your focus. Last one, all the way up, rounding out, really pushing through the palms, splitting those shoulder blades, and recover. Woo! All right, shake it out, okay? Go ahead and get a sip of water if you need real quick. We're gonna move on, all right? More of alignment phase, getting the intensity up. More core and trunk stability work, all right? Primitive patterns, things that you've hopefully seen before. We're gonna add a little bit of variation to it so we stay progressing, okay? If you feel like maybe we're moving a little too slow, feel free to do some more repetition, but stay within the lines of the integrity of what it is that we're working on. If it feels a little bit too challenging, all right? Maybe go back and watch some of the earlier videos, even from phase one, get familiar with some of the movements. So, after you get a sip of water, we're gonna go ahead and bring it down to the floor, start getting some good activation, okay? We're gonna start on our backs, all right? Working on from that dead bug position. Okay, so from here, my lower back is completely flat on the ground. Shouldn't be able to slide a hand under. Okay, feet are on the ground. I'm gonna lay down, maybe take a breath or two. Grow roots into the floor. Becoming more grounded. My legs come up into the tabletop position. Arms can also come up, all right? From here now, we're gonna bend the elbows, all right? What we've been doing is diagonally connecting, all right? Opposite elbow, opposite knee. So we're gonna bring it up into a crunch position. So let's try to touch the right elbow to the left knee, staying long through the neck. So I'm not cramming the neck, I wanna stay long. Opposite side now, we're gonna reach out. So I'm connected right to left, opposite left arm, right leg, out. Hold, 3 big breaths. Keeping that lower half of the left side of your back glued to the floor. One more. And back to neutral. Take a breath to recover. Now, if you can't reach, that's fine, all right? You can use a yoga block, or you can use a book, or maybe even a Gatorade bottle to put in between, just so you can get that tension built up. Start to breathe, okay? The breath is the catalyst again. So as you get into your position and you tell the nervous system that we can condition this position, it will get better and give you access to new range of motion, all right? Here we go. Bending the elbows. Now, left elbow crunching up to the right knee. Left leg and right arm are reaching out. Again, you can modify this. How far do I go to make it challenging enough for me to get through the breaths? Toes are pulled to the shins. 2 more breaths. Energy through the legs. Energy through the arm. Last one. And recover. Woo, all the way down. Shake it out if you need to. We're going to do 1 more of those. Same thing. All right, we're still on the first exercise of the first circuit here through our workout. Here we go. All the way up. Bending the elbows, make a fist. Right elbow to the left knee. Left arm, right leg reaching out. Here we go. 3 breaths. Be intentional with your breathing. Back to neutral. All right, they should be burning. You should be feeling a lot of tension built up in the abs and obliques. Bend the elbows, other side. Here we go. Again, be honest with yourself. Meet yourself where you're at. No need to do more than just challenging enough. 1 more. And recover. Ooh, baby, I know mine are turning on. All right, flip it over, okay, onto your backs. I'll do a side view here for you so you can see a little bit, okay? We're going into glute bridges, all right? So single leg glute bridges, okay? We're gonna get set up as if we were doing both legs, all right? Find stability first and then move from there. So lower back is flat, feet hip width apart. We're gonna keep the feet down, okay? Sometimes I'll have you guys raise the toes up. Sometimes we'll keep the feet down. Today, let's keep those feet down. Arms out to the side. Now, if you want to make a fist, straight arms, drive them into the ground. You feel more stable there, do so. If you want to bend the elbows, okay, stack your wrist on top of your elbow and use that for support. That's fine as well. So let's go ahead and lift the hips up, all right? Now, when you're doing your glute bridge, make sure that you're really driving through the heels, squeezing the butt. On my ribs, I'm tacking those ribs down so that I create a nice stable plank here, okay? It looks like a plank from my shoulders to my knees. Now from here, let's go ahead and lift 1 leg up. As I lower down, I want to inhale, keeping my ribs attached. Exhale, driving up to the ceiling. 9 of them. Trying to move as a true hinge from the hips, not the lower back. You may feel some hamstring, top of the hamstring. That's fine. Also, if you feel like you can remain stable, sometimes I'll put my hands right here on my hips, or my hands on my ribs, to make sure that this is staying connected and in place. 2 more. 1 more. Good, let's go ahead and put the right leg down now. All right, reestablish your connection. All right, check in with yourself, check in with your shoulders, ribs, and glutes. Here we go, left leg comes up. And inhale on the down. Exhale on the up. This is my eccentric part of my movement. This is my concentric part of the movement. So I'm moving with gravity. I'm moving against gravity. A lot of times with our movement, the most important component is actually the eccentric. So how well can I de-accelerate? Here we go. 3 more. 2 more. Find connection to the floor through your upper body. Use it to help you leverage. We're not using it to do the movement though. And recover all the way down. Woo, all right, shake it out. Okay, now we're gonna go into our hands and knees, so our quadruped position. All right, we're doing some rocking. a little bit more T-spine rotation. Remember, my T-spine or my thoracic spine is here, basically bottom of the rib cage, all right, up to the upper back. Okay, so that's where I want a lot of mobility in my spine. All right, when I'm playing golf or any of my rotary athletes. Okay, so gonna get into this hands and knees position, quadruped. All right, now from here, let's go ahead and untuck the toes so the top of the ankle is nice and flat. We're gonna take one hand, place it on the back of the head. So let's take the left hand, put it on the back of the head, nice and long through the wrist. Now I want to inhale. Exhale, downwardly rotate. So I'm pulling the elbow to the right wrist. My right arm stays straight. So I'm moving through the upper back and my rib cage. As I exhale, I'm going to shift my hips back, opening up my T-spine like I did from that tall kneel position, pulling through the upper back, looking for new space, sinking my hips to my feet. So inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, 3 more. Exhale, shifting the hips back, trying to keep them neutral so they're not shifting to the side, they're just going back to protect my lower back. Making sure that my lumbar spine stays stable and I get the mobility or the range of motion through my T-spine. One more. And back down. Second round, we're gonna add a variation. We're taking a movement that we did in the first series or the first phase, and we're gonna add it to that rotation. Face this way for you guys. All right, so now the right side, right hand to the back of the head. All right, we're gonna downwardly rotate. Okay, I'm gonna shift my hips back, pull through that right shoulder blade, back of the shoulder, pulling through the elbow, reaching up for the ceiling. Exhale, showing my chest up to the sky, trying to keep my hips stable as best I can. Use your eyes to see what's up there, all right? Your eyes will tell the brain that there's space available. The brain will tell the head and the body, all right, we can go there. It's safe up there. One more. And recover all the way back down. All right, we're gonna stay in that quadruped position. Now we're gonna go through our bird dog series, okay? So from our hands and knees, bird dog. Remember, we are peeing like a dog, reaching and flying like a bird, right? We've broken this up into different components, okay? We're gonna add them all together again. So this is the third week we've been doing this. We're just gonna add a couple more reps, all right? So when we do it, I wanna reach out on my inhale. On my exhale, I'm gonna crunch underneath my body here. Okay, so if you see it from the side, I'm bringing the elbow and opposite knee underneath. On my inhale, I'm gonna reach it back out. Exhale, I'm gonna externally rotate the leg from the femur, pulling it up into that Spider-Man position. The arm, opposite arm, is coming down to the side, so I'm gonna rotate the palm down, bring it all the way, back to neutral. We're gonna do 5 reps, okay? We've been doing 3, we're gonna get an extra 2 reps, all right? So, start here, we'll go right arm, left leg, all right? So, we're gonna inhale, reaching up and out. Exhale, pull them together underneath the body. Inhale, reaching them back out. Exhale, now I wanna rotate from the hip, pull the knee forward. The right arm comes out to the side, hovering parallel. Bring it back to neutral on the inhale. Exhale down. There's 1, all right? Keep it going. Stay connected with the lower part. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull together. Inhale, back out. Exhale, rotate and open. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, down. 2. Inhale up. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, open up. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, down. Ooh, we got 2 more of those, all right? Shake it out when you need to. Take a break, but get right back to work. Here we go. Exhale, pulling them together. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, open up at the hip, pull the arm down. Return back to neutral and down. Last one, here we go. Number 5. Reach it up. Exhale. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, open up. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, down. Ooh, baby. Shake it out. All right, that bottom shoulder is working hard. When you're doing these, okay, a lot of times we like to think that the most important part is reaching up how high I can go, all right? But really, establish your connection on the bottom part, all right? So the 2 pieces that stay connected, well, the 3 pieces that stay connected to the floor. Try to create diagonal tension first between those points of contact. So what I'm thinking about doing is, if I'm raising my left arm up, my right arm and my left knee, I'm trying to pull those 2 points together isometrically, creating tension and stability. So that gives me a little bit more support when I try to go and reach for this top position. Okay, let's go ahead, do the other side. So we're gonna lift the left arm and the right leg, 5 reps. Here we go. Inhale as I reach up. Nice and long through the heel, toes are pulled to the shin. Exhale, pull them together under my body. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, externally rotate at the hip, pulling the arm down. Return back to neutral on the inhale. Exhale, down. All right, here we go. Move at your own pace. Most importantly, just marry your breathing to your movement. This is what yoga teaches us. The breath, connecting the mind and the body. Integrating. Telling the nervous system it's all good. Yes, it's challenging. I might be shaky. I might have a little puddle, but we can get through it. Here we go, 2 more. Whoops, sorry. Messed that one up, my bad. All right, last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pulling them together. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, and down. Woo, baby. All right, shake it out. Now, we got one more drill here for the first circuit, all right? We're gonna stand it up, okay? We're working on our squat mobility. So, opening up the hips, bringing and integrating that T-spine extension into the movement, and also working on some hamstrings. So, we're gonna go feet hip width apart or maybe a little bit wider, whatever feels comfortable for your squat. Your hands, a couple different ways we could do this. I like to do the yoga toe grip. So the 2 fingers, the pointer finger and the middle finger, make a little hook, all right? You're gonna bend over and go ahead and wrap that hook around your big toe. Okay, now, if you're having trouble getting there, that's fine, all right? What you could do is around the ankles, okay? You can even wind your hand through and around your leg to help you out. All right, just try to find a comfortable position that feels like you can maintain. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna lengthen the legs, I'm gonna round my back out. On my inhale, on my exhale, I'm gonna pull myself down into a squat. Knees bend, hips come down and through as I pull my chest up to the ceiling. All right? Now, return the hips back up, lengthen the legs, find the stretch in the hamstring. Pull yourself away from the feet. So you're using now the feet as an anchor. Here we go. Pulling down. Elbows on the inside of the knees, taking a nice stretch of the hips. Inhale, reaching the hips up. Lengthen the legs. Exhale, pull down. Down and through. 2 more. Be honest with yourself, all right? Make sure that you're working at a pace that you can control, but still challenging, and also the range of motion. One more. Shoulders are back, chest is tall, hold, and all the way back up. Swivel the feet, bring them in together, creep them in underneath your hips. Head is still heavy. Go ahead and slow roll it all the way up. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, let the arms come back down to our sides. Take a sip of water. All right, we got the first round of the first circuit in. We're moving at a good pace here. We're gonna keep it going now. All right, picking up the tempo a little bit as we get deeper into the workout. So, going back down on our backs, all right? The first round, we did our iso holds with our breathing. Now, we're gonna actually create a little bit of movement, okay? So, still gonna try to hold that opposite positioning, that isometric tension. But from here, now, I'm gonna take the opposite arm and opposite leg. Start reaching it out, okay? Create a little movement here. 6 of them. So we'll go inhale as I reach it out, exhale as I pull it together. Start out in your dead bug, lower back completely flat, always. Feet up, tabletop position, right? Find your 90-degree angles, arms up. This is how we always set up. You can do so many different things from here. Here we go, bending the elbows. Right elbow to the left knee, crunching up. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, pulling together. 1, 2, long neck. 3, energy through the leg. 4, 5, one more. 6, and recover. Woo, baby. Shake it out side to side a little bit. Take a little of that tension out. Bring it back down. 1 big breath. Let it go. Center your mind. Center your focus. Here we go. Ready to move. Left elbow on the right knee. Inhale, reaching it out. Exhale, pulling together. 1, 2, 3. That right half of the lower back completely flat on the ground. Tension diagonally through the front of my abdomen into my obliques. 1 more. And recover. Woo, baby. All right, we're going to stay right there. We're going down on our backs. Single leg glute bridge. This time, I want to create a little more tension diagonally. So more isometric tension. All right, start from the ground, okay? Arms can go down by your side again or bend the elbow, whatever feels more stable. All right, let's go ahead and pick the right leg up from the floor. Now, okay, left hand, right, is gonna come to the right knee. Extend the arm, create equal tension. So I'm pushing against the knee with the hand, pushing against the hand with the knee. All right, right arm is out to the side, or again, bending the elbow. Let's go ahead, left glute. Raising up, toes pulled to the shin. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as I reach through the glute all the way up. You want to be faster, you want to be more powerful. All right, you want to be better at sport, a little more athleticism. All right, this is the great one for you. This is a necessity. 2 more. 1 more. And recover. Woo, shake it out. And let's get to the other side. All right, picking up the pace a little bit. Here we go. A little less cueing, a little more work. Okay, big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and get that first rep. Inhale down. Now my ribs are still connected. I'm still pinning my rib cage down, creating that tension in my abdomen, in my core, allowing myself to get a true hinge at the hips rather than moving through the lower back. Check in with yourself from time to time. Put your hand on your ribs. See if they're flaring as you're coming up or more so on the way down. One more. And recover. Ooh, baby. All right. Now let's go into that T-spine mobility, okay? So this is the one where we're rocking and rotating. Now, what I said earlier, we're gonna add an additional piece to it, okay? I'll go this side first. From your quadruped, right? Phase one, something that we worked on was this inner thigh, all right? My adductor, ADD, all right? Inner thigh stretch. So we were mobilizing here from this position, rocking backwards. Now all we're gonna do is take the arm and add a little bit of mobility, okay? So left leg is out. Make sure that it's in line with my hip. So it's not way forward, it's not too far back. Now, the caveat to this, right? If I bring my leg out to the side, okay, I don't want a side bend to get it there, all right? So you're trying to keep your trunk nice and stable and you're moving through the hip to get it there. Adjust if you need to, but make sure that if you're not side bending, then you back it off a little bit. All right, here we go. Left leg out, left hand on the back. So, gonna downwardly rotate. Now I'm gonna shift my hips back as I open up to the ceiling. Now it's a little bit easier to do it same side. If I made it harder, all I would do is just switch sides. So I would rotate from the right side now, all right, pulling this diagonal tension all the way from my lat, obliques, into that adductor down the inside of the leg. For now, let's just keep it same side. Downward rotate, shift my hips back as I exhale, pulling tension through my upper back, looking for space. One more. All right, bring it back to neutral. We'll switch sides. Here we go. Sometimes also, all right, you could use a wall for this foot to keep you planted so that you don't keep reaching, and then I pull my hips way out of positioning. Okay, here we go. Right arm, hand on the back of the head, reaching down. As I shift my hips back, I'm pulling tension into the upper back, reaching for the ceiling. All the way down. One more. And recover. All right. Whew. Okay, wipe it down, get a quick sip of water if you need to. Okay, we're going to our bird dogs, and then we're going into our standing and squats. We'll finish it off in the last circuit. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get 3 reps on this one, all right? Now we pushed it a little bit the first time. Okay, just for time's sake, 3 reps, 3 good quality. Right arm, left leg, here we go. Exhale, pull them together. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, open up. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, down. There's 1. 2 more. Stay with it. Ooh, last one. Here we go. Exhale, opening up, connecting the right shoulder blade to the left glute, and down. Ooh, baby. Those will get you. A lot of time holding yourself up. All right, that's about a minute set, okay? So that set takes about a minute, a lot of work. All right, that's why we use a breath. If you try to hold your breath through that whole thing, all right, you're gonna find out real quick, you're not gonna make it too far. Here we go. Ready, and inhale, reaching up. Exhale, pulling together. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, opening. There's 1, 2 more. Keep that bottom half strong. Stay connected to the floor. The floor is your friend. This is why we re-educate ourselves on quality movement from the floor. It's a safe place. All right, a lot of base of support. All right, it's the safest place I can go. Instead of standing up, doing all the fast explosive stuff when maybe I don't even have good balance or good core control or good movement quality or integrity, right? Maybe I open up the too much space for injury. Or what I end up doing is conditioning bad habits, bad tendencies, bad movement quality, all right? Here we go. Not bad. Let me correct that. Not bad, okay? Just inefficient, all right? Maybe counterproductive to good posture, or quality movement when I integrate it standing up. All right, so squats, here we go. Squat to hamstring reach. Yoga toe grip or whatever you can find. All right, we're gonna take a big breath in. Exhale, pulling my hips down and forward, opening up the space at the knees, chest is tall. Inhale up, exhale down. Making sure those feet are stable. 2 more. Pulling the shoulder back, chest is tall, eyes up. 1 more. And recover. Woo, stretch it out. Walk the feet and the heels together underneath your hips. Slow roll up. Just like our cat-cow, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, arms come back down. Recover. All right, take a minute, get some water, okay? Check in with yourself. Let's go ahead and get a couple breaths in. All right, center yourself, center your focus. We're almost there. We got about 10 minutes left. Started a couple minutes late. We're gonna get through at least our first 2 rounds of this circuit, okay? Moving at a quicker pace now, a little more dynamic movement, less cueing again so we can get through this. All right, so gonna go into our crab stretch, okay? From here, and hopefully, as you guys do this, the more and more you set up, the less intense it's gonna feel in the stretch of the forearm or the wrist or the biceps or the shoulder or chest, all right? But it takes concerted effort, it takes focus, okay? Because I can't just get in this position and expect things to work for me. I gotta assist it. So, driving my shoulder blades down and back, keeping my ribs down, but pulling my sternum up to the sky, long neck. Now from here, if this is where you're feeling it, take this as your opportunity to open up and stretch and breathe. If you feel like you can, start to lift those hips up, still pushing away from the floor with my upper body, and go ahead and just start to rock front to back. When I rock forward, I don't let the front of the shoulder dive in. I don't let that shoulder dive into the front of the capsule, okay? Keep it in the back. All right, and then if you can, let's go ahead and raise the hips up in our glute bridge. All right, nice and strong through my rib cage. Okay, and I can rock from here as well. All right, a couple rocks, back down, 2 more. Firing through the glutes, pulling my sternum to the sky, shoulders are back. 1 more. And recover all the way back down. Shake it out. Whew. All right. Flipping it over. Back to my hands and knees now, okay? Working on our beast hold. So our beast hold is all 4s, going from here, lifting the knees up off the ground to hover. So again, 6 points of contact to 4 points of contact. Here we go. We're going to do a hand release. So I get my knees off the ground, go a little wider with the feet if you need to. All right, nice and stable. Inhale, right arm up, back down, switch. Keep yourself as stable as you can. Try to eliminate too much shifting. Attach to the ground. 2 more. One more each side. And recover. Ooh, baby. All those bird dogs, the shoulders are getting tired. All right, let's stand it up. We got reverse lunges, okay? Now we started taking that split squat, remember, from the first phase, where we're stationary, working on balance and working from a stationary position. Now we're making it a little more dynamic, okay? So, arms out to the side, big fist. Whew. Take a breath. Here we go. Reach the leg back on the inhale. Find the ball of the foot and the big toe. When I drop down, both knees bend simultaneously. I come back up all the way to my standing. If you need to break it up, whew, apparently we all do, break it up, drop it straight down, stand it up, step forward, that's fine. If you feel like you can round out some of those edges without losing too much stability or without changing up the pattern altogether, okay? May take a couple reps to really find that depth. Front leg is nice and strong. The knee always tracking over the toes. So second toe is never collapsing inward. Here we go, 2 more. All right, switching sides, other side. Inhale, reach it back, find my depth. Start out slow, nice and controlled. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 more. Our right leg should be feeling a lot in the glute, all those glute bridges we did, the bird dogs, all the hip openers. All right, should really have good access to that hip. Good, standing up. World's greatest stretch. So, we've used this as a warm-up. We've broken it into pieces, all right? Now, we're gonna continue to use it as the conditioning at the end of our second circuit. World's greatest stretch, here we go. Standing at the base of your mat. All right, feet underneath your hips. Inhale as I reach up for the sky. Exhale, folding over. Hands touch the ground. Inhale, pull the chest up. Exhale, walk the hands out so your legs are straight, heels are down. Inhale, foot forward. Here we go. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Chest is tall, shoulders are back. Now, from here, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and bend the back leg. All right? And then I'm going to rotate to the ceiling. Top arm, stacking the shoulders. Inhale down. Exhale up. You can always switch your breathing. So you can inhale on the way up. Exhale as you crash down. Last one. Hand back down. I'm going to untuck the toes, lift the back leg, back into a strong push-up position. Right side now. Here we go. Dropping the back knee, untucking the toes, bending the knee, pulling the heel to the butt so my hips stay down and forward, okay? So I'm not backing out of this, keeping them forward and low. And then also think about your midline, right? Down the middle of my body. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come crashing down. Keep that back hamstring activated. One more. Hands back down. Lengthen the back leg. Tuck the toes. Lift it up. Push-up position. Now drive into my downward dog on my exhale. Walking it back up. Heels down. Slow roll up. Inhale, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, down. Woo, good work. Here we go. Let's go ahead and drop it back down into our crab stretch. So we're going to our butts again. Continue to breathe throughout. All right. Anybody on Instagram who we might be losing here in a couple minutes, thanks for coming back. I'll see you guys again. Core foundations 2. Tomorrow, a little bit more progressive, different variations of foundational movement. All right, intensity picks up a little bit. Or I'll see you guys again next week, week 4, Core Foundations 1 on Thursday, 10 a.m. All right, second phase. All right, so this is the second phase, 4th week. Go to our website, check out more if you need a refresher on anything that we've done previous. Here we go, crab stretch. Shoulders back, lifting the hips up if you feel like you're ready. Start to rock front to back. Shoulders are back. Let's go ahead and add a couple glute bridges. Inhale down, keeping that tension in the upper back, ribs are down. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Head can stay long, neck is long, head is back. So your head always moves with your hinge. All right, you see a lot of this, or you see a lot of this. Okay, your neck is still part of the spine, so all the way to the top of the head. Last one. And recover. Whew. Flip it over. Okay, we're going into those beast holds. All right, with our hand pickups. So again, we're gonna do about 6 each side. Eliminate the shifting as much as you can. Here we go. Knees up. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Really connect to the floor. Stay tight. One more each. Last one. And rest. Woo. All right, let's go ahead, finish it up. We got our reverse lunge, and then finish with our world's greatest stretch. That's our active recovery, cool down, finisher. Here we go. Starting forward, let's go left leg back first. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, coming up. Keep the shoulders back, head is tall. I'm stacking my shoulders on top of my rib cage. My ribs are stacked on top of my hips. All right, so I'm not breaking it at the spine. The legs are doing the work. Both knees bend simultaneously. A lot of times you'll see one of these. Front leg doing all the work. Reverse lunge, we drop straight down. Here we go, other side, switching it up. Find your breathing. 4 more. Make sure at the top also you're snapping those glutes into place, locking out the hips, tight, so I connect and integrate. Hip work with a stable, strong core, and rest. All right, last one here. Instagram, see you guys later. Thanks for coming. All right, we're gonna keep rocking out. Last exercise here. All right, world's greatest stretch. Big inhale. Exhale. Fold it over, forward fold. Inhale, big chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, walking the hands out, trying to keep the heels down and the legs straight. It's okay if they bend. Right leg forward, foot outside of the ankle, or the foot outside of the wrist. Dropping the back knee. Untuck the toes, keep the hips low and forward, chest is tall. Rotate up for the ceiling. 2 more. Again, pull that rotation from the right side of my upper back. Hand back down, tuck the toes, lengthen the back leg, return back to neutral, into your plank, other side. Here we go, back knee drops, untuck the toes, go ahead and bend the knee on that side, forgot the hamstring. Here we go. One more, go one. Hands back to neutral, lengthen the back leg, tuck the toes, pull the knee off the ground, back to my push-up position. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Let's go ahead and walk it back up. Find the center of gravity in the midfoot. Head is heavy. Take this as an opportunity, just take a couple breaths. Bringing it back down. Slowing the heart rate down, ready to recover. Head is heavy, arms are heavy. And then when you're ready, start to tuck your pelvis. Use your core musculature. Be active. Really be consciously aware of what parts of the body are allowing you to open up, stacking the spine, shoulders back, arms reaching for the sky. Big inhale. Exhale. Palms back down by my sides, palms open, facing forward. Go ahead from here, closing the eyes. Let's take a couple breaths together. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh and let it out the mouth. Big inhale, find expansion. Exhale, force it out. Big inhale, take in new energy, new life, new light. Exhale, get rid of the darkness, any stress or tension that you don't want to see there. Let it go. Keeping the eyes closed. Now closing off the mouth. Tuning into your breath. Tuning into any sensations that you may be feeling. Check in with your senses. Notice the moment of clarity here. All right, we just accomplished something for the day already. We got our movement in. We're feeling good about the quality of our movement. We're feeling good about our intention. We're feeling good that maybe in the beginning of this workout or even this morning when I woke up, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. But now after I accomplished it, I feel much better. I feel empowered. I feel a little more in control. And bringing it back to the topic that we discussed earlier in the workout, finding my truth. My truth now being that I can only control what I can control. And I have to choose to send my focus in the direction that serves me best. 2 more big breaths. Exhale, let it go. Last one, open your eyes. Exhale, let it go. All right, we're all done here. Okay, again, a couple minutes over time, but thank you everyone so much for joining us, coming back and getting your movement in with us. Hopefully, again, you're seeing some value in this. All right, you're seeing some progression, not only physically, but maybe emotionally, mentally. Continue to explore, all right? Continue to observe. Check us out, all right? On all the platforms, every day, we're offering a roundtable discussion on all health and wellness, nutrition, managing stress, thinking like a yogi, motivation later today with myself and 2 other colleagues. We're going to be talking about motivation and how to harness it. 3 o'clock today. Tomorrow, I'll again be on a roundtable at 12 o'clock for immunity health. And also, we'll be doing core foundations too at 3 p.m. as well. All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully you get some sunlight. All right, get outside, do a little bit of walking. All right, whatever's going to keep you at peace, keep you at ease, and carry this clarity out throughout the rest of the day. All right, have a great day. See you guys later.